If history teaches us anything about France, it's that often when they're full of optimism and belief going into a major tournament, that is when things tend to blow up spectacularly.
Okay, let's discuss then the two-time World Cup winners, France, who always seem to have the best squad depth. Before we chat about them, let's hear from French football broadcaster Tom Williams on how Didier Deschamps' side are looking.
Didier Deschamps is going into his final major tournament as France head coach after 14 record-breaking years at the helm. He's aiming to become the first coach since Italy's Vittorio Pozzo in the 1930s to preside over 2 World Cup successes. For all the success that Deschamps has brought France, he has tended to get criticism about the quality of their football. They reached the semi-finals at Euro 2024, but the football was pretty dreadful. That appears to be changing. Deschamps has reconfigured his attack. Michael Olise is now the number 10. You've got Ousmane Dembele, the reigning Ballon d'Or, on the right. Kylian Mbappe, the captain, banging in the goals at centre forward, and a supporting cast that includes Désiré Doué, Bradley Barcola, Ryan Cherki, Marcus Thuram, Magnus Ekliush, etc. There is quality and depth in pretty much every position. There is tournament-winning know-how both in the dugout and within the squad. France are clearly one of the favourites. But if history teaches us anything about France, it's that often when they're full of optimism and belief going into a major tournament, that is when things tend to blow up spectacularly.
You're saying, Liam, before we recorded, and you just look at that and think, it's probably a bigger job off the pitch that he's got on it, really, Deschamps.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of the time with France at tournaments, it's about managing the personalities as much as anything. And as we were saying, this is the first time, I think, in Kylian Mbappe's international career where he's not unequivocally the main man of the attack. You've got the reigning Ballon d'Or next to him now in Ousmane Dembele. You've got Michael Olise, who might be the best player in the world. You know, on any given day, he might be the best player on any pitch he's on. And then just a star-studded supporting cast. So I think part of what will determine their success is how Mbappe adapts to that new dynamic, I think, and whether he's willing to work for the team, because that hasn't been a big feature of his Real Madrid career so far. But on the other hand, he has generally delivered for France and delivered on the biggest of stages. You know, his World Cup pedigree is pretty unimpeachable. So we'll see.
We will see. It's going to be fascinating, isn't it?
So the configuration, I think, is the big problem for Deschamps to try and get around. But what you know from Deschamps teams is that behind that there will be a really solid foundation defensively, and that's what France's success has been built on. And so that can carry them so far. It's about whether they get over the line.